Hello everyone, Phoenix here. I hope you all are doing amazing. I hope life is treating you amazing. I hope you're treating yourself amazing. Okay, I have something important for you all. So remember, I have been talking to you all about like the spiritual warfare energy. Okay, but here's the thing. This spiritual warfare energy isn't your enemy. This spiritual warfare energy is your friend, okay? And this is how you flip energy on its head. This is how you use energies that's sent against you. And I don't even want to say sent against you. I want to say like when you come into energy that is opposing you, that is trying to keep you stuck within a certain energetic frequency, right? How it forms, right? And why it forms, right? And so this is what I want to talk to you all about, like why it happens, right? And how to use it to defeat, how to use spiritual warfare, negative energies for your soul's growth, right? This is what I want to talk to you all about, how to use the energy of spiritual warfare for your growth, right? How to take that energy and use it for your highest good, right? So I'm going to talk to you all about that. And so I have a PDF my guides had me create. And so if you need this PDF, please email me so I can give it to me, send it to you, tell me like which PDF you're requiring about, and I'll send it to you, okay? And so this is what, and the reason I say it's spiritual warfare, like quote unquote, it don't have to be called spiritual warfare, okay? Because understand that when you are in a space of liberation, right, when your energetic frequency is higher, you're often, energy will often come to try and keep you back, like put you in your place, right? And that's why Spirit had me remember the Matrix, like when the Sentinels start attacking like the ships and Neo, because they were trying to release themselves from a level, a particular level, right? And so I'm gonna like how this shows up energetically, okay? But the main source of it, okay? The main source of this energy is a system, right? An energetic system that has been operating before time, okay? You just so happen to be the Neo in this particular system. It got you fucked up, pretty much. Definitely had me fucked up, okay? And so when you see the deeper structure behind it, it's a deeper layer that we can't see. Remember, we don't fight against things of the seen. We fight against things of the unseen, right? And so this primordial energy has been in play for way before you, before even some of our ancestors, right? And it's just that now it's time for you to elevate against it, right? And so when this energy sees that you are elevating against it, it will come into start attacking you, right? To keep you in a energetic lower level, okay? To keep you bound to it. And if it can often look like when your energy starts to shift, right? It'll look like energetic, like people or energies, thought patterns, things in your outside reality trying to mirror you where you came from. It's trying to mirror to you the old version of yourself that you no longer exist as. It's trying to mirror that to you, right? And so it'll show you chaos, it'll show you lack. You'll start feeling chaos and lack. You'll start feeling you'll start hearing thoughts of lack, thoughts of chaos. It'll seem like people are coming against you, right, in your outside reality, right? It'll seems like because it goes through those different layers. It's not only primordial, right, the base foundation of the energy. It is a emotional energy. It is a energetic energy, right? It's like those energies of the tarot, right? Earth, wind, fire, air, right? It's all of those 4 energetic signatures, right? Even the spirit of the energy, right? The spirit of the energy. So you go through those 5 layers of the energy, right? Okay, and so those 5 layers of the energies, right? The spirit of the energy, right? That's the primordial energy that you don't see, right? And then you go through the physical layer of it. You start seeing the energetic, the pentacle layer, the thoughts layer, which is the swords, right? The cups, which is the emotions, and the spirit of it. So the God force. So the wands are the fire, which is the spirit of it, okay? And then energetically, it is the foundation, the structure of the spirit. That is something bigger than all of the 4 elements. Wow. It's something that's bigger. It's something that's the illusion itself. That's what I'm hearing. So you're stuck in the illusion itself, right? And so the illusion itself creates these little sentinel bots, right? Like on the Matrix, them sentinel bots that come in, right? And those 4 sentinel bots could be earth, wind, fire, air, right? Physical, emotional, spiritual, and thought-wise, right? And they come in and start attacking you. And then they do that to keep you in a space, keep you back in your space, right? To keep you back behind the invisible barrier, right? The invisible barrier that we can't see. I hope this making sense, because Spirit is downloading some truth bombs on me about this right now. More additional truth bombs, okay? So I created it as the Matrix Sentinel exit strategy and the cloaking ritual. I didn't need the cloaking ritual anymore, okay? Because I had the realization why the Sentinel, why the energy is there itself, why the energy put you in a particular place, right? And it placed you in a particular place because maybe childhood, past life, when you experienced it, it doesn't even have to be lack. It can be safety. It could be anything, right? That's pertaining to that particular energetic field, right? And it just vibrational wise, I'm hearing Spirit say it, just vibrational wise. And it can look like many things, right? It can look like lack, fear, shame, hurt. It can look like that, right? Wow. But when you understand that the energy was only created because you experienced it, right? And so the energy was created due to you having that experience, and your energetic system held on to the experience. Like, it began to know itself as that experience. Depending on how you were farmed, okay? Like if you were farmed in a space of lack or not being enough, right? You have that main energetic signature of that frequency, right? And you are placed in that particular invisible compound to keep you in that space, because that is your dominant vibrational frequency. Wow. Okay. And so when you understand that it's not your true expression. What you are is a sovereign being. Thank you, Spirit. You are sovereign, right? And so you have to understand why you have that main energy that is preventing you from escaping 1010 on my timer, from removing you from your perceived level of cage. I don't know how to say that. And so I'm going to read this for you, okay? We have the Matrix Sentinel exit strategy, okay? The pattern, personal, ancestral, and collective. So this goes 3 steps, right? It says you are navigating a multi-layer liberation process that moves through personal, ancestral, and collective dimensions. Okay, at the personal level, the patterns is about isolation, right? Being outnumbered and lacking defense or support. This is, I navigated through this through my energetic signature. And so I grew up in an energetic signature of lacking defense, being outnumbered. I saw how this has played out in my life, me being by myself, or having experiences to where I was ganged up on, outnumbered, feeling like I am left alone to fend for myself. Even now I'm by myself, and so I sometimes can feel like when I'm going through it that, man, like, Tiana Taylor, oh, he was gonna love me, who's gonna hold me and squeeze me. Oh my God. Oh, that's what my inner child feels like. Oh, my poor baby, I'm so sorry. We fixing it, boo. So this is how I have realizations about myself. Oh my God, baby. Wow. And it says collective dimensions. At a personal level, the pattern is about isolation, right? Being outnumbered and lacking defense or support. This has showed up in my military life. This has showed up in relationships. This has showed up in family dynamics. In social structures, man. And so I've always maintained my dignity and self-respect because I never felt like I needed to be in a crowd with anyone. I never had that I need to be your friend, especially like, you know, we change ourselves to fit certain structures, but when I realized that it didn't matter who I changed myself to be to fit in a certain structure, people's like energies just still didn't like me for whatever reason, and I would be like trying to be, I don't know, it's just energies like I don't know if you all experienced that. And so this is, it's not a coming to you from a space of I don't know, I just being wrong. I don't know, let me shut up, okay? Oh my God. I got to excuse me. So anyway, and it said at the ancestral level, it's the survival programmed, passed down from generations who endured oppression, displacement, and deprivation, right? And because of my skin color, right? You know, we being displaced, being sold, being, you know how, oh my goodness, little kids are taken away from their home space. Oh my God, like, oh, that hurt my stomach. Oh, 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 sorry, I just felt like, oh, I feel this pain in my stomach. Oh my God, you know how like little kids are like taken, I've got a headache. Like how parents, like, oh, when they are slaved, oh my God, when they're sold and they're taken away from their kids, like their kids are taken away and the kids don't know what the fuck going on. Oh my God. So that's a wound that I'm carrying because that hit me straight in my sacral chakra. Oh, I could feel that. It's still like, oh my goodness. And it says, at this collective level, it is part of a vast energetic network that enforces systematic limitations on Black women and others who move outside the boundaries set by oppressive systems, okay? And then step 2, okay, the Sentinel dynamic and the works of it. The Sentinels, okay, of this field, an energetic enforcer of systematic programming. Like the machines in the Matrix, they detect shifts in vibrations when someone begins to break free of the control grid, right? They are drawn to specific signals, fears about survival, emotional reactivity to oppression or resistance that still carries the frequency of the old system. The goal is not to fight them within the same reality, but to rise into a frequency that they cannot detect or engage with. And so to rise above it, that means that you understand that you are not the pattern, right? You are not the energetic frequency, right? You are not your ancestors. That's the true meaning. I am not my ancestors. The true meaning of I am not what happened to me. You liberate yourself from the connection. You see the cord. Look, all you got to do is set the attention of that you're breaking free from this shit because you're a sovereign being, right? Being. It's no longer your lived experience. And because you're elevating, this is how you know you can break free from it. Because you're elevating, because the energies become super, like, hyperactive, attacking you. It's losing its stronghold, right? And it's sending its goons out to attack you, right? And so that's how you can liberate yourself from it. You see it, it's getting scared. It's using all its forces to come against you, right? And so all you have to do is just say, no more. Stand in your authority. Allow the energy to flow through you. Breathe through it, right? Breathe through the experience. Breathe through it. Allow and shift. And so I'm seeing, like, during that time, your hippocampus, okay, which actually the hippocampus is shaped like the hippocamp, and that hippocamp is it's in the brain, and it is responsible for storing short-term memories into long-term memories, and that is the window of rewriting the memory sequence, right? That is where that window of opportunity is open for you to rewrite the program, right? To rewrite your Akashic record, okay? Sorry, like it's a spirit. Oh my God, okay, yeah. And so that is the window of opportunity. And also, like, the hippocampus, it is shaped like a triton. And the Neptune is the planet that has 14 moons. And though all of those moons are named after a Pacific brain part in you, okay, some of them, I think all of them, from my knowledge, the hippocampus is, and Neptune has a moon within it called the hippocamp, and it's shaped like a seahorse, okay? So it's like you are rewriting that, and your nerve system, the hippocampus, is shaped like a seahorse, so you are rewriting that. That is the way for you to reprogram your Akashic record, the energetic feel of it. So when you step out of the loop of it, your nervous system calms down, okay? I hope that's making sense. Okay, and so recognize that Sentinel responds, okay? Understand how detection works, okay? Recognize that Sentinel respond to vibrational signatures, not conscious intentions, right? Not things that you're already conscious about, right? Step 2, okay, step into a no-read frequency. That no-read frequency is sovereign. Calm yourself, ground yourself, allow the energy to just, man, you know how when the Sentinels came looking for them and they didn't see anyone and they went back on about their business? That energy, okay? Operate from neutral sovereignty and non-resonance of your energy, okay? Doesn't register as prey or a threat. Dim your beacon, okay? Visualize your aura bright, okay? Brightness. You know how we have a bright light on us when we start to energetically ascend, right? And so visualize your aura brightness, okay? Dial or turn it down to a soft glow, right? Affirm, I am cloaked in my own sovereign light, right? Become sovereign. Become a space of neutrality, okay? Only those aligned with my highest good can perceive my clarity, right? That way your energy isn't attracting people that's energies, or even people that see you are rising, okay? The only reason the people come around you when you are elevating is because your energetic signature, the same, thank you, collective chord, sorry, I said it so loud, the same collective chord that you share energetically with the others that are on that vibrational frequency. You know, it's like the snitch. Oh, look at them, look what they doing. It's like that snitch energy. They give me like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, when the person who didn't have that parasite within them, they'll be like pointing, like telling and shit, like very crazy. Okay, it's giving me that. It's very much giving that energy. I hope this making sense, okay? Okay, and so it says shift from resistance to redirection, okay? Place your energy into creating and building as if you're already free, right? And so when you shift your energy signature, like when you're going through this change or you're experiencing that Sentinel energy, your spiritual warfare energy, right? You calm yourself, right? And then you shift your energetic signature. You shift your energy, right? You allow that energy to pass to you, the feeling, the emotion, right? Even the people, ignore the fuck out of them and just allow the energy to fade from you, right? Okay. And then you shift the energy back to sovereignty. You go within. I am sovereign, I am sovereign, I am sovereign, right? Shift it, like flip the energy. I hope that's making sense. You are already free. What would it feel like, thank you, Spirit, to be free? What would it feel like to be vibrating at a different vibrational frequency? I'm hearing a kitten meow, okay? Rather than pushing against the system. Like, you don't have to fight the system, right? You can just easily liberate yourself from the system, okay? And it says anchor to the collective freedom, right? Connect daily with ancestors, guides, and living people, vibrating outside the oppression grid. That means like getting, and then this card was friendship at the bottom of the deck, but I wound up shuffling it. Talking to people who don't vibrate in that oppression energy. If you don't have nobody, like watch manifestation videos, watch movies that are of high vibrational movies, learn different things about being sovereign. Like watch fairy tales about freedom, not freedom, but like about like dream life coming true for you, right? Listen to that guy named Neuro. His name Neuro. He's a YouTube influencer. His name is Neuro. Neuro Manifestations or something. Listen to some of his podcasts on YouTube, okay? I don't listen to him, but I used to, but not anymore. It's nothing personal. I just, yeah. But anyway, I don't follow people, and so I just go back to spirit. Like, not go back to spirit, and I never leave spirit, but I'll listen to it to see if it resonates. And not to say that his work don't resonate. It's just like I like to be in my own way. I like spirit to show me a way. If I look for something outside of myself, it don't feel authentic for me. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, yeah, watch videos that people are living outside of the oppression grid. Watch homesteading videos, okay, if you don't have anybody, okay? And then we have Sentinel cloaking ritual. This 2 minutes or less, right? Ground, okay, ground yourself. Stand or sit with your feet on the floor. Inhale, slowly feeling your spine connect earth to the sky. 2, activate the cloak. Visualize a shimmery golden silver light wrapping around you, reflective on the outside, warm and steady on the inside. Okay, neutralize your energy. See your aura brightness dial and turn it down to a gentle glow. Because you shine bright because you are. You know, you don't, I mean, in a sense of I heard I am because I am. You are because I am, right? And so it's just like you're not trying to beat the system, right? What's the saying, Spirit? Like, those who know don't tell, and those who don't know tell. That type of energy, right? It's just like you don't have to do much. You just go about your way, if that makes sense. Okay, because I was asking, like, why dial down your aura, you know? And it's like, why fight against bullshit when you know it's there, right? You're here to liberate yourself from it, because that system will be in play, maybe, I don't know, long after, you know, you liberated yourself from it. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's not for me to decide. Okay, but that's something completely different. I don't want to touch it yet, Spirit, because Spirit had me going through a whole thing and then no. But anyway, I'm back here. Okay, and it says dial brightness, see your aura brightness, dial and turn it down to a gentle glow. Okay, affirm, I am cloaked in sovereign light. Only those aligned with my highest good can perceive me clearly. All else passes by. Okay, and it says seal. Take one deep breath. Feel the cloak lock into place and walk forward, knowing you are unseen by the grid. Unseen by the grid, but visible to allies, right? And then it says I have a daily integration practice. Ooh. A daily integration practice. And it says begin your morning with the I have pulled the Queen of Swords card, because when I go through stuff, I want to know. And it says begin your morning with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is all about knowing her worth, knowing who and what the heck she is. And so that was the card that I pulled. And it says begin your morning with a Queen of Swords daily. Command to cut cords from fear, lack, and don't even use the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Use the goddamn Ace of fucking Swords, right? Imagine that Ace of Swords, that Archangel Michael energy, cutting through bullshit every morning and even at night, right? Command to cut cords to fear, lack, and overwhelm. Use the empathetic boundary upgrade before calling, texting, or meeting with others to prevent absorbing their energies. Okay, redirect incoming emotional energy in real time by visualizing a golden thread to the earth or a violet flame. Those are violet flames for karmic energies attached to you, right? Letting all yours, anything that's not yours, flow through and be cleansed. Connect with your collective freedom each day to anchor into your liberation frequencies. Okay, what I found is that when I watch like homesteading videos, I watch like inspirational videos. I've been watching, what's his name, the soccer player, Luciano or something, I don't know his name. The soccer player, I can't even know his name. What's the soccer player name? Let me Google him. Not Massey. Okay. I can't think of his name. I was just watching him last night. Let me see if it's on my YouTube history. Give me a second. I'm singing that song. Thunder, feel the lightning. Well, feel the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning before the thunder. What's his name? Cristiano Ronaldo. I have been watching him. He has some amazing like videos about like how he started his day, like just his whole sovereignty, like his humbleness, you know, his freedom, you know, how he talks about like he don't spend money from a space of I need. He spend money from a space of the goodness of it. So I'm gonna give you two examples. The first example, he said he bought a $25 million jet, and he said he knew that was a lot of money, but he said because he moves a lot, because he is often in and out of town, he had to think about like compare it to him traveling in airports and being at airports all day, standing in line and stuff like that. And he said like he compared it against time. What was the one thing that he was gaining that was of the highest good? And it was time, spending time with his children, right? His children was able to fly with him. He was able to get back home faster to them, right? And him making that purchase was more about an investment than it was for experience, for showing off, right? And then another thing he did, he bought a building that the baker owned, so that he have this baker that lives down the street for him, right? And his son loves to eat the baker's fresh bread, and this baker is like a really old man. His wife just died, and so the landlord or whatever was closing the bakery because the man was behind on rent, and the man lived upstairs of the bakery. And so the boy came back home and brought the family the bread and said, told his mom what was happening. And so the next day, Cristiano, he went to the baker, and the baker was crying. He didn't even open the store. And then Cristiano knocked on the window, and then the baker was like, let him in. He asked him what was wrong, and then he said, well, I have to close down the bakery because I can't afford it. I don't get a lot of business and stuff like that. And then Cristiano said he went home. He slept on it. He was feeling like really overwhelmed by it. And then he said the next day, him and his lawyers, they went to the owner of the place. And then he said that, oh, I'm getting chills. They bought the building and gave the deed and the rights to the old man. And he said he did it because his son loved the bakery. He did it because his children, he wanted to show them what it's like when you are abundant, how many people you can help for the good of them. And then he said not only he helped his children see that what, like the right type of kindness, right? He allowed the baker to see that good people exist, right? It helped on a whole, like a worldwide scale. And he said it helped on a whole, like a whole scale. And so man, and now the bakery is thriving. You know, they got good tenants that live within the bakery, right? That live above the top of the bakery, right? The bakery is thriving, and he put the word out that the bakery, you know, has this good food and stuff like that. And then it's just the wide variety of the scale, the energetic frequency of helping like that. Like, oh, when you're abundant, let me tell you, the Most High make the right people abundant. Okay, I cannot. Because that man talks about like how he put in the work, like he put in the work, even though his is like physical, right? Him working physically to get his, you know, his body together, the training, you know, how like Olympic athletes are, how they train super hard to do what they need to do, right? And how when all of their hard work has paid off, you know, and then him doing the righteous good thing. I won't say righteous, but the humane good thing, right? And not only does that help physically, right, it helps emotionally, it helps spiritually, it helps everything on a wide variety. And so, ooh, I don't know why I'm clapping spirit. I guess it was like, oh, she got it. Because if you often question your spiritual path, you question why you doing what you do, man, it's for a reason. And so sometimes I question it when I'm in the thick of it. Question it because it hurts. And so I'm going to go up to a part 2 and talk to you all about when you're feeling it, when you're really feeling the thick of it, and why it feels so personal and why it feels so hard, and how to deprogram yourself from that. But I'm going to get back into this, the last version of this, okay, because we're at the last part. And we're talking about ancestral energy, the last part of this, okay? And I think I pretty much covered that, okay? Liberation key. Wait. I'm going to ancestral. I think I already talked to you about the liberation. Remember that it's not yours. Why the energy was created, why you was placed in a certain field. Like, don't take it personal, right? The reason you held that vibrational frequency was because someone, like an energy, did it to you, right? Maybe you could have been born with that vibrational frequency. Like, I don't know, like, who needs to know the reason why? You do, yes you do, so that you can heal it. But it's about like not taking it personal, right? Don't take it personal. Don't hold anger to it. Like, don't hold that non-attachment to it, because man, you're gonna find out you're gonna have to clear something else from that. So just love it whole, bring it back wholeness, okay? Wow, spirit. And then past life integration. This is something I did. I pulled some past life cards to see where the energy was, and it showed me like orphan, it showed me transportation and angels, it shows me medicine man and woman, religious, nun, not religious, but nun/monk. It showed me like the past life entanglement energy, like this is something that I was trained to do in the past life. This was something that I did in the past life, and you know, and then the orphan card was lessons and blessings. This was something that I was supposed to heal this time. And so you go back ancestral wise, you ask the energy, you ask it, because I did and I saw it, okay? You ask and you shall receive, okay? 36 on my timer. And then you ask the ancestors to help you, because they definitely will, because you are, not only are you clearing yourself, you are releasing, wow, spirit, you're releasing the ancestors who are energetically stuck in that vibrational field, okay? And wow, you're showing them how to do it, and they're going to release themselves from it just by your awareness of it. Oh, and it says doing like releasing a false construct, right? This is what happened to me during the integration process. A clear message came through. It never existed. It was created due to physical or mental hurt. The energetic signature was created from an outside source designed to keep you in line or to protect the inner child from moving forward in the same pattern, so the same experience would happen again and again. But now, so the same experience won't happen again, right? So sometimes the inner child, the energy reflects itself, and so your system can hold on to it, because it don't want to experience the hurt it experienced before, okay? And so the thoughts will come in like, don't do that, don't go over there, you ain't supposed to do that, you ain't supposed to do this, you ain't supposed to do that. And it's keeping you playing small only because it went towards the fence and got shocked. That's what spirit showed me. Like, when you grew, your energy grew, your energetic signature touched the field, that fence, and you got shocked, and it brought you back, right? And so it's just like your energetic field is that inner theme or voice or whatever, however it appears for you, is just like, don't do it, don't play big, continue to be small, you're not safe if you go out there, because it don't know, so you just love it, okay? It said, or to protect the inner child from moving forward in the same pattern, so the same experience will not happen again. And it says, but now it's time to release the energy because it no longer serves you. You have outgrown the old container, okay? This is the origin code of the pattern. It reveals that this limitation is not part of your soul's external truth. It is an artificial construct, okay? It began at a moment of trauma, forming as a energetic signature. Oh, okay, because spirit just showed me, when I think I did a video when I spoke to you all about the rat incidents, right? How they experiment with rats, okay, or mice, and they will like have a grape, and every time the mice will eat the grape, it'll get shocked, And every time, so it will have to choose something, it'll choose something unhealthy, right? And so the mice will go and get the grape, and when it'll get the grape, it'll get shocked, and it'll choose something like really poisonous for it, right? And so they tested the mice like 3 generations past, right? And it showed that the mice 3 generations forward, like moving forward, it wouldn't even try to touch the grape, because it already had within its DNA danger. Do not go over there because you're going to get shocked. That ties in perfectly with that. Okay. And it said, this limitation is not part of your soul's external truth. It is an artificial construct. It began at the moment of trauma, forming as energetic signature. Part of it came from external systematic forces designed to restrict movement and growth. Part of it was self-created by your younger self as a protective shield against repeating past harms. Okay, the purpose it once served has now expired, and the container is too small for who you are today. Okay, understanding this changes the approach. You do not need to fight this pattern. You should deconstruct it with compassion, knowing it was once a survival tool when you knowing what it was once a survival tool, right? When you release it, you are not abandoning the inner child. You are upgrading her protection to match your present day power and sovereignty. Okay, 41:19. I didn't want this video to go that long, but it went as long as it needed. And so, as I stated before, if you need this PDF, please email me so I can send it to you. And then the next video, I'm going to talk to you all about the passion of the Christ energy, why it hurts when we are decoding or healing. Okay, so namaste. I love you all so much. Take care. Bye.